Now it's time to talk about LinkedIn groups. We've covered how to better your LinkedIn profile and how to comment and stay in touch with other LinkedIn members that you're following. Groups are a little bit different, and I wanted to make a separate video for this specific subject because it's a little bit more involved and it does take a little bit of time, but the results are also really, really awesome. So let's go back to the computer screen and I'm going to take you through a little training video. Here's my LinkedIn profile again, as you can see in its full glory. And if you're on your iPhone or if you're on your Android, you're going to scroll all the way down to your app until you see your interest. You're going to see more. You'll go ahead and, obviously I'm following Arianna Huffington, Bill Gates, and Richard Branson, and all these other awesome people. You're going to see all groups, some of the groups that I'm a part of. And you can just scroll. Let's say you're in, you're in San Diego. So I kind of saw one earlier that I wanted to pick. Let's go to San Diego, and you're looking for opportunities in San Diego. You can see right underneath this logo, it says San Diego Investor Real Estate Foreclosures, Bank-Owned Homes, REO, Commercial Property. 1,442 members. I'm a member of this group. If there are other groups that you want to find, all you need to do is do a quick search at the top search bar, and it will provide you with as many groups as you want that match the keywords that you're searching for. So let's say I'm interested in San Diego and I'm interested in apartments. It just happens that I'm picking apartments and I'm picking San Diego and Keith shows up. He seems to be the principal at ACI Apartments. He posted this post about how construction firms plan to build the labor pool and improve productivity. And let's say I'm interested in learning a little bit more about what San Diego has to offer in terms of apartments. So I'd reach out to Keith, right? I would say, hey, listen, your post on the LinkedIn groups and your sharing of the post from biznow.com on this LinkedIn group made a lot of sense. My name's Abhi Golhar and I'm an investor in Atlanta and I'm looking at opportunities in San Diego. When's a good time to connect? That exact same thing you can type into a message to Keith. So you would click on his face right there and you would pull up his profile. The important thing here is to maneuver through his profile and read it carefully. He's the principal, ACI Apartments, San Diego's leading apartment broker. That's awesome. He went to San Diego State University. Cool. And we're going to click a little bit more to learn about him. He's principal, of course. Contact him for all your real estate investing needs, etc., etc. And again, this is not a promotion for Keith. It just happens that I picked on his name. His activity is 457 followers, maybe not as active on LinkedIn as he could be. And we have 18 mutual connections. Hey, look at that. Who would have thought? See who can introduce me. And now I have everybody that has Keith and I in common right there. So if I ever want an introduction, I would say, let's pick John Ferguson. I'd message John and I would say, it already pre-types this message. Hi John, I was wondering if you can introduce me to Keith Courtney, principal, whatever. And I hit send message. And all of a sudden now John gets a message from me saying, hey, I want to be introduced to Keith. That is the power of LinkedIn groups. Obviously, you can also post in the group for help or any clarification or if you need something, if you're doing deals in San Diego, but this is the power of LinkedIn groups. You can be introduced to folks and you can really get to know somebody before you even speak with them on the phone. Here, obviously, it has featured skills and endorsements, and you can of course see some of his interests and the groups that he is in. And if you want to follow him and get in touch, you know what? Hey, maybe this commercial real estate executives group seems kind of interesting. So we'll dig into that a little bit and see who's part of the group, other groups that I might like, and so on and so forth. Use LinkedIn groups as a way to connect with other people, do some digging, and get all the information about the city or the state that you want to invest in. And again, find new people, make new friends, and keep going. Look at this Bob Schwartz individual. He's a San Diego real estate broker, and he's talking about the Trump tax proposals and their effect on real estate. So if you had a podcast, for instance, he might be somebody that you want to get in touch with to have as a guest on your show. And here's some additional information, etc., etc. So that ends the video tutorial for LinkedIn Groups. Use LinkedIn Groups to your benefit. It's a very powerful and underused resource amongst the LinkedIn community. The more connected you are on LinkedIn and the more value that you create for others, believe me, there will be value for you, money for you, and connections and opportunity for you beyond your wildest imaginations. Ask me how I know. So here's your homework for LinkedIn Groups. Identify 10 to 20 LinkedIn groups that you feel you can add value to. Ask to join the LinkedIn group and start providing immediate value and connect with folks that are also providing that same value in that group. Boy, if I tell you how often this strategy has helped me connect with awesome people in the real estate investing space, I would have to do something absolutely incredible like shoot this video, which is what I'm already doing, which is proof enough that awesome things happen on LinkedIn groups. So that's what I want you to do. 10 to 15 to 20 LinkedIn groups, join them, start adding value, connect with people, have conversations, and then get them on the phone and see what opportunities come up.